Mad Men, episode 13, season 2, the season finale, Meditations in an Emergency. This is Don comes back, and basically what this episode is about, which is a kind of a cool episode to finish it off, is that it's basically an episode of confession and telling the truth, and it's about how you deal with conflicts and how you deal when the rules are off, and it's Peggy's kind of episode in a lot of ways, where she just tells the truth, and she's just who herself, and kind of Don kind of picks up on that and just kind of becomes himself, and the more he's himself, the better he does, because it's the whole showdown with who's going to take over Sterling Cooper between Duck and Don, which was a huge theme for the year about Don being on the creative and Duck being in the business side of things and not really worrying about the creative that much, and like who's really in the power position. And it's a very common theme in the movie industry as well. Like there's the producer or the writer or the directors. It's like who's really in charge of the ship, and it's basically that's what the showdown is. And Don just becomes himself. And what you learn in this episode is that Duck gets emotional and Duck gets personal, and that's like rule number one when you're dealing with any conflict. Don't get emotional, don't get personal, because those are the two weak spots that will eventually. People can't take you seriously when you're emotional and personal, because that's who we are, and like because you know there's something else involved in it. If you're just cool and you're honest, usually you get your way, and that's what this episode is all about. Season 2 is done. That's my review.